So I was thinking about the crazy things that people pay for when they don't really have to. Well, the first time that I realized this was my mother wanted me to run in a 5K with her. And as it turned out, we went down to the place at the time and she decided that she didn't want to run. So I was running by myself. But she paid for me to be in this. And it was put on by somebody that I know. So then I was like, okay, fine, I'll run. And I'll remember this and I will never run in anything, quote unquote, with her again. So there's that. Um, After I ran and, they gave you your participation medal and all this other things, I realized that the person that I knew him as a kid, that this was how he made his money. He would put on events like marathons or whatever. And then I realized that you give him his your money to run in this thing, and he gives you a T-shirt and a participation medal, and if you win or something like that, you're gonna get, a prize, whatever the prize is. But most people, and I realized even when I, was thinking of becoming a runner, no, I'm not gonna be a runner. Those people who run so much, that's how they make their money. He makes his money by giving you the opportunity to run in a really large group of people, and the idea that maybe you might win, and so you give him your money so that you could run at a specific time and place with a large group of people who hinder your ability to run well, especially at the beginning. And your money is going towards the income of these other people. These people, three or four people who can actually run professionally. And I'm thinking, I ran around the park in my area for free. And I ran, you know, 4 miles 3 times a week or something like that. And I challenged myself, and it was really good to see my progress and all this other stuff. And I'm thinking, why would I pay somebody to run on a specific day and a specific time with a bunch of other people who are hindering how fast I can actually run? Why would I do that? And then it hit me that's ridiculous. And then my sister encouraged me. She was like, "Hey, we should run in this 5K." And I'm like, "Why? There's a 5K available to any one of us at any time. Just run 5K away from where you are right now for free. Just go ahead and do that. Set a time that's convenient to you, in a place that's safe to run. You know, if you want to run back and forth around your house or in the corridor and you have a pedometer, run. Run your 5K. Why does it matter that you're running with a bunch of people and potentially will never win the prize? And then you could say, yeah, I ran the Boston Marathon, or I ran New York Marathon, or I ran this. Who cares? Who cares if you ran that? You could run it any different time that you desire. And then, I remember that there are people. There was a guy who wanted to run every single marathon, like in the world or in the U.S. or something like that. And I think news. Uh, he got some news coverage because of that. And I was like, okay, it's nice that you are doing that. But so what? You know. And there's this guy who I think he was able to do an actual marathon. He didn't actually run a marathon like with all the other people. He ran this distance, and it didn't get entered into the Guinness Book of World Records because one, it was a big circle that he did over and over and over. Two, I think it was a promotion thing from these people, Nike or some of these people. They're promoting their shoes. Three, he had like help, not people to like help him run or anything, but to help him make sure that he was keeping the correct pace in order to break the record, right? I did a video about him. What is his name? Euclid Kipchoge, right? And right, in order to prepare for this event, this guy would run like marathons every day. He had a whole bunch of people, and he had a place where, in his country, where all that he would do, that was his job, was to train for this event and events, I guess, around the world by continually running marathon length distances all day, every day. Like it was his job. And honestly, if it's just, those 8 hour periods of time, just like a regular job, and maybe you travel and your family gains the exposure and you can get money from it and all that other stuff, then that's fine. But if as jobs are, you spend most of your time away from your family in all these other countries running, I don't know if that's such a great job. It's like, I don't know about that. But anyway, aside from all of that, the fact of the matter is that, you know, why? Why do the rest of us pay for, to employ these people as celebrities? I mean, what's the point of that? Well, I guess the point is entertainment. And then, I think to myself, like, okay, people pay money to see other people play games. Like, I have to admit, Serena Williams is a record. She's the GOAT. So that's really, it's so cool to see this woman achieve this stuff. But what stuff is it that she's achieving? She and other people are knocking a ball back and forth, and is a way of keeping account of their scores and their records and all this other stuff, of knocking a ball back and forth with a carbon composite tool, and we all look at it and we get excited from this business, this entertaining business of one person beating another. And then there is, American football, there is soccer, there is all of these other things, these other businesses that transcend business. Because, okay, if you go to a store and you want to buy something from, Prada or whoever, Armani or one of these things, I guess people can be as excited about businesses like that. There's a certain amount of I'm sorry, I never remember the right word, but honor or acclaim that you have for wearing those clothes, I guess. But you know, it's clothing. It's hopefully it does what it's supposed to do, and really what it does, I think, is it gives these things. I think there's a special name for it in economics. And these are things that make people, give people a certain air, a certain cachet, that people look to you and say, oh, you have that, so that means you're special. But really, I mean, why? You wear clothes these days. I don't even know why we wear clothes. That's a whole nother thing, because I went down that point in modern, when I was doing modern absurdities. Because, like, why? We wear clothes in order to be too warm, especially when it's already warm, so that then we need an AC. How about we just don't wear clothes, don't wear that many clothes? But no, it is disgraceful to not wear that many clothes. There's this mental thing that we have. Oh, not wearing clothes is disgraceful. You must wear a certain amount of clothes so that you feel so much warmer than you would have felt, that now we need AC in order to do that. In order to feel comfortable wearing these clothes that is not comfortable to wear anyway. So that is really ridiculous. It's just, when you really get down to it, there's so many things that we pay for that are like, why? Why do we do this? I mean, in other words, let's say we pay for entertainment. We pay for cable to be entertained. Really? I mean, we could make up games with our friends and family. We could do that. Or we could, I don't know, we could just come up with stuff. We could make our own plays. You know, why do we have to look on the box, whether it's a computer screen or a iPhone or a whatever it is? Why do we need to look for our entertainment on the box that everybody else is using? So basically, we go to, it's so completely ludicrous that we spend time in order to get resources to pay for things that we don't need. You know, we spend time working in order to be able to pay for cable so that we can have a big screen TV to see the Cowboys. Who are the Cowboys? Cowboys are a bunch of employees that this business uses to provide us with entertainment. Or Serena Williams. She is not an employee, but she's a business person who provides entertainment by playing this game with other people that we look at. And that's what, the X Games are about too. Now we're not looking at people playing. We are spending time, looking at people play games that are for our entertainment. But now, rather than we just playing the games for our entertainment, we are looking at people playing the games that were created for our entertainment. And that is our entertainment. Looking at other people who are better than us playing games that we can't really play as well. And we need to go to work and get more money so that we can pay to see other people playing stuff instead of playing ourselves and being entertained by that. It is it's just crazy. It's like we are cogs in the machinery. And anyway, this is just, I guess this is just me ranting again about the fact that we do useless things uselessly, and we feel, we've been programmed. We are programs that are just doing things because we are told we should be doing them. So we do them. And we'd want to kill people who prevented us from doing these things that we really don't need to do to be happy or anything else. Crazy.